Big story here in Moscow that we're covering. A state of emergency has been declared in Kyrgyzstan as thousands of protesters calling for President Bakiyev to resign clash with police across the country. Unconfirmed reports suggest that at least 17 people have been killed and hundreds injured. RT's Yegor Piskunov is in the capital, Bishkek. He's got the latest.
The situation seems to be intensifying. There's scores of people on the streets, especially near government buildings. They're blocking traffic, blocking pedestrians, are demanding the resignation of President Bakiyev and the current administration. Some of them are really aggressive. We were trying to film earlier and were told immediately to put our camera away, despite the fact that we told them we were a foreign channel, a TV station from Russia. They told us that it was better for us to put this camera away. Otherwise, they could either break it or could hurt us as well. Police are not really seen on the streets. I couldn't see any police. I've been told that some of them have actually changed to civilian clothes to protect themselves from these opposition members. Apparently, there's been some shooting between authorities and the opposition. I've actually heard several shots, a series of shots coming from the area near the government building. There's also a situation in the city of Talas where these protests started on Tuesday, when thousands of people gathered also in the center of the city demanding the resignation of the president and the current administration. And according to these latest reports, these protests are also intensifying there and in other northern parts of the country. The vice premier of the country apparently has been captured, and the foreign minister of Kyrgyzstan has been attacked as well. So this is quite a troubling and an extreme, rather, situation in the city, and authorities have declared a state of emergency in Bishkek. Apparently, what triggered these mass protests across the country, especially in the northern parts of the country, were the arrests of several opposition members. And this triggered these mass protests, triggered for thousands of people to come to the streets demanding the resignation of authorities. And for several months now, they've been really disappointed with authorities, with the very high taxes. This general disapproval of the government and of the president from the public was already seen before here, but these arrests of opposition members have triggered these mass protests. And actually, the violent character of these protests is explained by the fact that there is nobody to control these opposition supporters right now, because the heads of the opposition are currently under arrest.
Let's take a look now at some of the images that we're getting from the streets of the Kyrgyz capital, Bishkek, and across that country.